DA, thanks a lot. In these teams, both among the league's better defenses, Brent, with advanced stats and tracking, do you think it's getting easier to measure and quantify what goes into great defenses?
I think there's technology, Kevin, that still needs to come along in order for some of the analytics guys to really truly assess positional defenders and where some of their arms and legs are. That will really help them define how these defenses are impacting some of the offenses and the way they play.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Adebayo, Kendrick Nunn out there with Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Ariza in at the power forward position. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the 5. So the Lakers win the tip. Now here's Schroeder. To Caldwell Pope. The pass to Drummond. Ariza against Davis. The dish to Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. The shot off that time. Good D by Ariza. And it's Ariza with the ball for the Heat. Adebayo with the ball. Now Nunn passes it to Ariza. Outside Robinson. Back to Ariza. He kicks it to Butler. Back to Ariza. Three-pointer. And here is Butler. And James pulls it down.
And as impressive as the numbers were for Jimmy Butler in the bubble, they don't begin to tell the whole story. He was hitting clutch shots for the Heat during that run in the postseason.
Now here's James. And that one's good. Drummond
pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
here in the first. A little over a minute played so far. You know, Greg, going back to Jimmy Butler, it felt like each series he had a few big shots.
I mean, everything you want from your leader. The big shots, motivating others, setting an example with his play. Butler played as well as any leader in the postseason.
Now here is Davis. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Davis, the pass to James. Kicks it to Schroeder. Pass to Davis. Back to Schroeder. Takes the three. They get it again. Tries again. And it's Davis laying it in.
Just another example of what makes Anthony Davis such a great rebounder. Size and athleticism, but you combine that with his anticipation, and he gets a lot of secondary opportunity.
Now, here's Nunn. He dishes it to Butler. LeBron with some nice D.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Oh, that's blocked. For Miami, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Butler. LeBron with the block.
LeBron throwing that one away hard. There's a message behind that block. Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Pushing it up. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Here's Nunn. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Ariza outside. Pass to Butler. Shot from 16. Good work there as it goes.
Well, the mid-range game right now is doing a lot of damage to this defense, courtesy of Jimmy Butler.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Lakers. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And they double up Davis. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
The Heat trail by 4. Here's Nunn. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Adebayo against Drummond. Now here's Adebayo. Not a lot of room. Here's Ariza.
This is why Davis is considered one of the best defenders in the league. His mere presence is good enough to alter those shots.
Here's LeBron. The putback. And Drummond is right there.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick, a shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
Robinson passes to Adebayo. Back to Robinson. Butler against James. Butler kicks to Robinson. A 3-ball. Shot clock at 5. Here's Nunn. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the 3 by Miami that went in. Here's James. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
You got to do better than that, or at least try. LeBron James, just too strong, and a little contact is not going to go a long way.
Now, here's Nunn. .153 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Ariza. Nails the 16-footer.
Feels like Jimmy Butler is getting better on how he finds the open teammates, really elevating his playmaking skills.
The Lakers with the ball. It's a 3-point game. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So